Good morning, you guys. Sunday.
Morning.
We are meal prepping for the week. We just barely took out our last freezer meal and put it in the crock pot this morning, and we were just talking about it and really are having the meals, because in our household Derek is usually the one that's cooking, and so he'll cook maybe 3 or 4 meals in one day and then just have leftovers the rest of the week. And so this has been really good for us. We did it about a month ago, and we made 10 different meals. Of those 10 different meals, we liked 7 of them, so 3 of them we wouldn't try again. And so this week we're going to try a couple new ones, and then use some of the old ones that we liked. So I have been in the kitchen since 9, so it's been an hour, and just to kind of give you a little heads up about how long it takes, it's been an hour, and if Derek, he was getting the kids bathed, and we've got some things at the store, and so if Derek were here, it would have went a lot faster. But some of the prep work that I've done is we got a bag of mini peppers. I just cut them up here, took the seeds out, and then red and green peppers, same thing. That is 4 onions just sliced, and then over there's 2 onions in a bowl that we're gonna have to dice up, but my eyeballs were burning, so I am leaving the rest of it to him. We've got some sausage cooked, hamburgers back here, and then pork loin over there that Derek's gonna slice in a minute. Other than that, everything is either frozen in cans or in bags that are easy to go. And honestly, you could get frozen onions and frozen peppers if you didn't want to cut them. The only meats that need to be pre-cooked are the sausage and the hamburger. And then we've got chicken, and then like I said, pork tenderloin over there for the recipes. And pork chops for the recipes that we're using.
And even this one is pre-cooked meatballs to make some meatballs.
Are we doing that one or this one? Both of them? Okay. So I'm going to tell you, if you want to make sure that that's going, I'm going to tell you what we're making, and if it sounds good to you, then drop it in the comments, and I'll go through. I love blogs. Let me just get this back a little bit, because there's a whole bunch of moms that already created this stuff with shopping lists that are just on their blogs, and so that's where we got it from. And what I started doing is just printing out the recipes and putting them in these page protectors, so then that way, you know, the ones that we like, we can make again. So it's going to make it so much easier. So,
you want to say where this one's came off of?
Yeah, so the 2 that we've used, the one that we used before was Stockpiling Moms, and it was 10 freezer meals in 2 hours. And it literally took us 2 hours to create the 10 freezer meals, and I did it with my friend, like I said, about a month ago, so you can go back and find that video if you want. But most of these ones are coming from Mommy's Fabulous Finds, and it's just easy crock pot meals. And so we're going to be making pork carnitas, and this uses the pork tenderloin, and you just make the meat, and then you put it in tortillas with cheese, salsa, sour cream, lettuce, avocado, whatever you want later on. So pork carnitas, and like I said, if this sounds good to you, then write it in the chat, and then I'll make sure that I get you the recipe, okay? And if you're watching the replay, same thing, you might see the link on somebody else's, and so just make sure that you can find it there. So pork carnitas, crock pot, all this stuff is in the crock pot, okay? So crock pot pork carnitas. We're gonna make Southwest chicken chili, which has chicken, diced tomatoes, salsa, black beans, corn, ranch seasoning, taco seasoning, and same thing with that. You're just gonna top it with cheese, sour cream, tortilla strips, like anything that you would normally want that with your Southwest chicken stuff. I'm excited about this one. We're doing sweet and sour meatballs, and so you can top this with brown or white rice for dinner, but it's got red and green bell peppers, onion, sweet and sour sauce, and then pineapple in your meatballs. And you guys, we're just literally throwing this stuff all in gallon freezer lock Ziploc bags, and it's gonna be ready. It's amazing. I'm so excited.
So you put them in the bags, you put them in the freezer, and then the night before you get it out to defrost it.
Careful with that knife.
And then in the morning, you put it in the crock pot, and then it cooks all day, so it's ready for dinner. So it's easy. You prep it all at one time, so a couple hours in one day, and then you have all the meals for a week and a half, 2 weeks, and you put them in the morning, you cook it all day, nothing else.
Yes, you're making me so nervous with that knife. Did you even realize?
No.
I don't think you heard me.
I'm far away.
I know, but still, you're boom, boom, boom. What if I
did hear you, but I wasn't worried.
Okay. Thanks, Ashley. And you guys, hey, good morning. Yeah, there's lots of people on, so say hello. We're excited to do this because this is something that like stressed me out, overwhelmed me, but we're literally cooking for about 2 hours today, and we're gonna have meals for, you know, if we're doing 10 meals, it usually will last us almost
2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks, yeah. And I mean, we have leftovers and stuff. So anyway, back to business. So sweet and sour meatballs, I already talked about that one. Crock pot teriyaki pork chops.
That sounds good.
Yeah, Derek's excited about that one. And then sausage pesto pasta. And this one, you like have all of the meat stuff in a bag, and then when you're ready to eat it, like you just boil your own pasta, and then you put the sauce mix on top of the pasta. So that one's good. Then there's a lasagna, and with that one, it's all in the bag. So you actually break up the pieces of lasagna inside the bag, and so then when you're ready, you put it all inside of the crock pot, and it cooks itself, and it's kind of like a lasagna crock pot recipe. And then we are also going to be making crock pot sausage with peppers and onions. I loved that one. And then we'll see what else we decide. That's all I had on my bags written, but that didn't make 10, but I know we've got a lot of ingredients here. So, good morning, Smiley. Like I said, to kind of prep this, I've been in the kitchen for an hour. It shouldn't take you that long. I'm slow moving. So, all I've done is cut peppers, onions, browned sausage, and I'm browning deer meat, or elk. Browning elk meat back there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. The first thing we're gonna make is crock pot pork carnitas. So I find my bag that has it listed here, and it says 2 pounds of pork tenderloin roast, 1 medium onion diced, a teaspoon of cumin, 16-ounce jar salsa, 10 ounces can of Rotel, and all of that. It says place the roast and onion in the gallon-sized freezer bag, sprinkle in the cumin, then add the salsa and Rotel, zip, close, and place in the freezer. When it's ready, empty contents into the crock pot and cook on low for 8 to 10 hours. And then once it's cooked, shred it, add the meat back to the pot, continue to cook it a little bit longer, and then call it good. So one thing that I forgot to do that I think is really important is to write the directions on the bag. So I'm going to just write, because sometimes you like you would add it over cooked pasta. This one, in this case, you don't. You just have it like over tortillas. But I need to make sure that I say cook on low 8 to 10 hours. So alright, so cook on low 8 to 10 hours. So I'm gonna need your help.
Okay, pork chops are ready.
I'm gonna grab all of these measurement things out.
Measuring cups?
Yep. So you put 2 pounds of tenderloin in here.
Yeah.
Is it frozen?
Yeah,
Is it that
I'm
big
gonna-
frozen one?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it though. I got a knife that I'll cut.
Okay.
Like
So
that.
maybe I'll save that one for later once you have it ready.
If you give me a second, I can cut it.
Okay. I'll work on this one because this one will be
I
pretty
can see how much it
simple.
weighs. I think it weighs more than that. So.
Alright, so we're gonna go to Southwest Chicken Chili.
Alright, so this chicken weighs.
Beckham, do you wanna help me
What?
with cooking a little bit?
This weighs 5.5 pounds.
Okay.
Because I just don't want to speak up.
Alright,
Sorry.
Southwest Chicken Chili. You look handsome.
Second says fine.
Okay, so we buy chicken when it is on sale, and then we just freeze it in what, pounds, 2 pounds?
It's usually about 2 breasts because we buy it in like a big box, so it comes attached to both breasts. So we usually just put 1 in each, 2 breasts in each bag.
Yeah, so we have 2 chicken breasts already frozen,
And
So-
they're about 2 pounds a package.
2 pounds a package. Okay, so put in your chicken breast, we are doing 3 14.5 cans of petite diced tomatoes. And so we just buy this Kroger brand here. So I'm gonna put in 3 of those.
Case lot sale, Smith's this week.
Yes, it's on case lot at Smith's. So we stocked up on these ones for sure, because we use the diced tomatoes a lot.
Usually I can cut through these.
We can save that one for last.
Have to put it in the bag. There's some hot waters.
Also be careful, because we did this last time and the bag spilled everywhere. So make sure that it is on a sturdy place, otherwise you're gonna have a disaster. Can you get a can of corn undrained and then 2 cans of black peas drained and rinsed?
Black beans.
Black beans drained and rinsed. The corn, it says
So,
not.
yeah, use that one.
But I actually think I want the corn drained.
There's
I don't want it.
water juice in it.
Yeah, drain it a little bit. And then rinse this one and this one. Yeah, black beans are on case lot sale right now, along with pinto beans. We like black beans better. I loved pinto beans the most at first, but then Derek was a black bean lover, so I've learned to love them. So I'm curious, you guys that are watching, do you like black beans or pinto beans? Drop it in the comments. Black or pinto? You don't need to rinse the corn. Oh, you didn't. It's right here. Thank you. Alright, can of corn. And then we're gonna put in a package of ranch seasoning and then a packet of taco seasoning. So, ranch. And taco.
Got it.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited for this one. So if this is one that you think you would like, drop a chicken. Drop the chicken emoji. It's a Southwest chicken chili.
Do we have that before?
This came from a different website, but I think we had it like it. We didn't have ranch in the last one, so this is a little bit of a different one.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of shake it around, maybe to get that mixture in there. Get our last can of beans in, and you guys, look at how fast that was.
And then the chicken in there first.
Yep, I already put it in there.
Alright.
Okay, that is everything. Try and get the air out. They actually sell stuff that holds your bags open for you, like little container holder things, but until we get super, super
Into it.
professional, maybe not even then. Alright, you guys, here is Southwest chicken chili. Beckham, are you gonna eat this?
No.
No.
I not eat it either.
Okay, this will just be all me and Dad's.
Yes.
And then you just kind of want to like lay it flat or lay it, you know, somewhere where it's not going to get punctured for sure in the freezer.
Okay.
Okay, next one I'm going to make is sausage and peppers. This is one that I tried before and I really, really like. It's super simple. So sausage and peppers. It has these sausage Italian brats, and then it has it says a large green pepper and a medium onion. I liked it with a bag of the mini peppers, and then I just put 1 green pepper on top. So that's what I'm doing. It said only like 1 large green pepper, and I am doing the whole entire bag of peppers because it was just really, really good.
Yeah, we liked it. We liked it, but it would have been better with more peppers, so that's why we're adding more.
And so this was meant to be like, put this with a few peppers and green peppers and onions like in a bun and eat it like as a sausage hoagie. But like I just put it in a bowl and had like sausage and peppers and onions in a bowl and just ate it like that. And so all you have to do is place all the ingredients in the freezer bag, mix it well, and freeze until it's ready to use. And you know, I thought about cutting the meat, but then it just would cook too fast. And this isn't one that you want to overcook either. So it says cook on low for 6 hours. You might want to keep your eye on it because it may not need it that long. So cook on low for 6 hours. Okay, so you want to.
That'd be good with a salad. Is that well with a salad? I think I'd have like a salad.
Yeah, it could be.
Not on a salad, but with a salad.
Like with a salad on the side, will you hold it back for me? Maybe kind of break them apart with your hand. Okay, so we put that in, and then I'm gonna dump all of the peppers, and then it said a medium onion, and so I just cut 4 onions in here, so I'm just gonna throw a bunch of onions in. 2 cups of diced tomatoes. Do you know how many ounces are in a cup? 8 ounces in a cup? And so if we do, I was gonna use these Italian
Oh,
diced
if it's
tomatoes.
Italian. Yeah, that'd be good.
And it says that it's 14.5 ounces, so I'm just gonna do 1 can,
That'd be okay.
and then we just need some.
It's not quite 2 cups.
I just didn't want them frozen together is all, and I know they probably will, but. Teamwork on this one.
Teamwork makes the dream work. And, wow, that's a lot of peppers. That'll be good.
Yeah, I think it will be. So we're gonna put this in, and then just some 2 teaspoons of onion and 2 teaspoons of garlic powder.
Put that in with the tomatoes.
Put it in with it and kind of mix it around.
Yeah.
We can do that, yeah.
2 teaspoons.
Yeah, I got all these ones up here.
Okay, that'll work.
Onion powder.
Not good at it.
Nope.
We do not have one.
I'm pretty sure we do. And then garlic powder. I didn't get that out either. What did I even get out?
Everything but.
I need onion powder and garlic powder. I got out all the salts, but no powders.
Alright,
Got both?
yeah. Hopefully we have enough.
So if you turn them in here, I'll mix it with a knife. So if this is something that you think
2
you'd want to
each.
try, 2 teaspoons of each.
Drop a hot dog.
Drop a hot dog if this is the recipe that you would like to try.
I think JoJo said she really likes these.
Oh yeah.
She tried that one. I don't know, I think it'd just be better to
Mix it.
mix it in that than they have. Okay.
Alright. Mix it here and then we'll put it there and mix it up a little bit and done with that one. And I think like the thing that takes the most time is the prep. And like I said, if Derek were helping me, we would have the prep done in probably 30 minutes.
Half hour instead.
And I bet that it's gonna take us 30 minutes to prep all of
So
the bags.
So less than 2 hours and you have 10 plus meals ready to go.
Totally worth it. Okay. And it's gonna save you a lot of money.
I think so.
Like when you can buy stuff like in bulk and, you know, you already have the whole meal made. Guess we don't have to mix it, we can keep it.
Just like that.
Yeah, that's good. Alright.
Get all the,
Okay, next one let's do is the sausage pesto pasta. Okay, sausage pesto pasta. You are using a package of ground sausage. Ooh, 10-ounce container of pesto. Did you buy pesto?
Oh, that's what I forgot.
We don't have pesto.
So we will not do the pesto sausage
Darn it.
now. We'll do it later.
Darn it.
What is pesto?
I
I don't know.
don't know
I
what a
forgot
10-ounce
something
container
else.
would look like.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do the pork carnitas. Okay, so
I
2
just don't
pound.
have the roast.
Oh, I thought you were doing it.
I can't cut it in half. We can do
Okay.
5-pound roast.
It's okay. It says it's a 2 pound is what we need.
I know, and this is 5. So that's where I don't.
Okay.
I don't think I need a.
That's okay. There's a lot of other ones. Okay, sweet and sour meatballs.
I get a hatchet.
Okay, get the sweet and sour meatballs. Let's put those in.
So what do we need? How many?
1 16 to 8 ounce. No, 1 16-ounce package of fully cooked meatballs.
16 ounce.
16 ounces. But we can put in as much as you want. Family of 4. Put in as much as you want.
It'd probably be a lot.
think you want to do all of them?
I don't know. Cause it's 116. No, it's trying to so how big? So this, we did way more. We could probably put them all in. It's a lot of sweet and sour sauce.
Alright, and then if you'll start draining the pineapple. Alright, all that good.
Okay, the rest of these.
Yep. Okay, so you drain the pineapple. I've got the, okay, it said 1 red bell and green bell pepper. And I have 2 of each in here, so I'll just use half of it. We can use the other half for another recipe. Pineapple's on this side. Now, tell me in the comments, you guys, so we talked about black versus pinto beans. Do you like red peppers over green peppers or vice versa? I really don't love green peppers at all. He likes them, but red peppers are my favorite.
I like green peppers like stuffed.
So drop a red or a green if you, which one you prefer, okay? Alright, so 1 red bell, 1 green pepper, 1 medium chopped onion. Like I said, I've already chopped these, so I'm just gonna throw a handful in. And then we need a bottle of sweet and sour sauce, or you can do homemade. And then you're gonna do a cup of pineapple tidbits drained. And that's it. So, super simple on this one.
Cut down.
Oops, sorry Reagan, I scared you.
That broke the bottom.
No.
Alright, 1 cup.
Oh, it says peel here. Oops. Could you try and make it easy on you?
You could probably do a little bit more pineapple since we have more
Meatballs.
else. Guess I didn't even measure.
I'm gonna kind of mix this up a little bit. Okay, and then just pour in the sauce. Voila. A meal in 90 seconds. Maybe it was a little longer. Okay. Next thing, let's do lasagna. This one is kind of interesting. Is it done? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this will be see how it turns out.
So for the lasagna, it says, and this one is a long recipe. Looking at this recipe is kind of stressing me out. So it says 1.5 pounds of ground beef, ground and drained. Like I said, we're using elk burger, and what I love about the elk burger is we're not really gonna measure. You're just gonna put it in.
I was gonna do a pound and a half.
Okay.
Well, you want?
I'm not a measurer.
I am.
Okay. 8 lasagna noodles broken into pieces, 28 ounce can of diced tomatoes, so 28 is going to be about 2 of these. Tomato paste, which is downstairs. It says 5 half-ounce can of tomato paste.
5.5 ounces.
5.5 ounces.
Not 5 half ounces.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Just making sure.
That's why we bring him, because I can't apparently read. Okay, so this says 1/2 pounds ground beef. So what does that mean? Not 1.5?
It only says a half pound.
Or 1.5 pounds?
1 and 1/2.
Okay,
We'll just do it all because it's not.
this is so confusing.
Okay, so I measured it and it's just over 1.5 pounds.
Okay, so we'll put this in the bottom. Just pour it in there if you want. We're gonna make a mess with this one.
Okay, so
Just scoop it with it.
I have 2 channels. I watched it.
It's okay, only we're eating it. It's fine. Sorry, you guys don't get it on there. I guess if you want to come over and have dinner with us, then you can. But just remember that you don't want this one because we're putting our manhandling it, literally.
Okay. Oh, this is.
Okay, so we've got our ground beef. We're gonna have our 2 cans of diced tomatoes. Can you go get tomato paste?
5.5 ounce can.
And then it says 1 jar of pasta sauce. I didn't grab that either.
Okay, I've got
This is gonna be really tomatoey.
lasagna.
Oh, it is lasagna. And then it says 1/2 cup of celery and carrots diced. No thank you. I am not putting that in my lasagna. So, we're skipping that, but feel free to do it in yours. And then it says a half a cup of onion diced. And so that's why I've got these ones over here. So that they're just in these little cube things. So I'm just gonna dice those up. Well, it's easy when I already have them cut.
This is 6-ounce can, so that'll work.
Alright.
Place all ingredients.
Oh yeah, I didn't read the instructions.
It just said place it all in.
Good. Good thing. I think we're supposed to put the noodles on the very top though. So stir halfway to ensure that all the noodles are covered
I
in
wonder
the
if we
sauce.
should freeze the noodles, or if we should just leave them out and then put them in when they go.
We can do that.
So we'll leave the noodles out, and then we'll just place it in when we
Oh,
put it
my
in.
eyeballs.
Yeah, mine are dying. Okay, so place this in.
And then this one. So for our can of tomato sauce, we're just using this Hunt sauce, original or traditional.
We have some homemade downstairs, but we usually like to put that on like our spaghetti and other stuff.
Okay. And then I'm gonna mix this up a little bit.
We get mozzarella cheese in it.
Yeah.
So 2 cups, I think that's 16 ounces.
So I'm gonna mix this and then we're just gonna put the other stuff above the top. We need, says a half a cup of green peppers diced. So we throw these in the dicer.
Okay, this is 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. Right?
And then I need cottage cheese too.
Got it.
So dice these ones up.
You put onions in there so we can mix them.
Yeah. And then it says, like, for the seasoning, we're doing 2 teaspoons of sugar. I don't want sugar in mine, so I'm not doing that. Parsley, oregano, garlic powder, basil, salt, and pepper. So,
Probably turn out sweet enough anyway.
yeah. Well, I don't think that spaghetti should be sweet. I think it should be salty.
I grew up with always adding brown sugar, making spaghetti sauce.
Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna put the seasonings in next. So, oregano, half a teaspoon.
Okay, so the diced green pepper goes in.
That's like a half a teaspoon.
You get out measuring cups and don't even use them.
Good. Parsley. Anybody else not a measurer? I can't. It's not worth it. Garlic powder.
How much? 1/4 teaspoon.
I was just gonna.
Well, that's way less than 1/4 teaspoon. You did like a pinch.
And
This is
then.
1/4 teaspoon.
Okay, that was probably it. Basil. You get basil.
Okay.
Don't look at what else.
I'll
I'm
probably be
doing.
adding salt and pepper to my lasagna.
Okay. Basil. And then salt and pepper. You got basil.
Yeah, basil.
Yep. Just a dash.
A dash of basil. is
That's
what
a
it
fourth
says.
of a teaspoon. That was way more than
That's
a
not
fourth
more
of
than
a
1/4 teaspoon.
teaspoon. Okay, I'm gonna mix this again, and then we're gonna put in the mozzarella cheese, the cottage cheese, a cup of cottage cheese, and then 2 cups of mozzarella cheese, and we're done. And then, like we said, we're gonna put the we're gonna save the lasagna noodles and then break them up and put them in once we have it. So, if you're new on, say hello.
How much cottage cheese?
I already forgot.
1 cup?
1 cup. I'm gonna put that in first, and I'll put this on the very top.
Oh, I was gonna rinse. Should rinse the pineapple on it.
This looks really good. Like,
It does look like it's gonna be delicious.
so I was worried that it was gonna be too tomatoey, if that is a word. But no, it looks amazing. So put it all in. Trust the process. Oh my goodness, we're close to the top. Good thing that we didn't put plan to put noodles in anyway, because they wouldn't have fit. All right. This one was a little messy. Sometimes the messier the better. Okay. I didn't write instructions.
Where's the marker? How much noodles we need? 8. And 8.
Cook on 4 hours on low. 8 hours on high. 8 hours on low. 4 hours on high.
Cook. 4 hours. High. 8 hours. Low.
Okay.
Those look really
All right. I'm getting tired. You guys are getting tired too. I can tell because there's only like a fourth of as many of you guys on. But that's okay because we're almost done and it's only been 30 minutes. So we have teriyaki pork chops and pork carnitas, and then we can't do the sausage pesto, so this has got to go on the side for a minute. And then we have another thing of chicken over there. So let's see.
I thought we were gonna do the honey sesame.
Do you want to do the sesame chicken? The honey sesame chicken?
I thought that was good.
Okay. All right. So pork carnitas and pork chops. Which one do you have ready for me?
The pork chops.
Okay.
Yeah, these boneless pork chops. I just bought a pork loin and cut them all up into pieces.
Okay. So 4 pork chops, about 1 inch thick. We're gonna do 2 garlic cloves, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and then a 1/3 cup of chicken broth. Salt and pepper to taste. So super simple on this. This is your teriyaki pork chops. Which, how is it teriyaki if there's no teriyaki sauce?
We're making your own teriyaki sauce.
With the soy sauce and the brown sugar?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna do more than just 4 pork chops.
Okay, do you want to double the whole thing?
No, but we're just gonna put more in.
Okay, that's fine.
They're small pork chops.
Look, I'm using a tablespoon. I'm like a big kid. I just measured 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. You're welcome.
Let's put them all in. I think we have to do an 8 pork chops.
8 pork chops.
But they're small, so.
Okay. A 1/4 cup of soy sauce.
Do we need more from downstairs?
Nope.
Okay.
A 1/3 cup of chicken broth. That's on case lot 2 right now, right?
Yep.
So stock up, meal prep for the next couple months. Then, yeah, garlic cloves,
How many? 2?
2, which is a teaspoon, I think.
I think it's a quarter, half a teaspoon is 1 clove of garlic. So 2 of those.
And then salt and pepper. I'm not gonna put salt and pepper because I I don't wanna make it, we'll just do it when we need it.
That's it.
Wow, that's it. If desired, what would you have this with?
Rice. Make it like think we need to double it with that much pork? Or are we good? What do you think?
I think it's probably good.
Enough?
I think it's all in there, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe we could just double it, cause we have it all out, so put in another 1/3 cup of, that, of this, sorry.
Have to have the extra in this.
Well, and when it cooks, it'll probably, you wouldn't want it to be dry. And then what else am I about that brown sugar? And you only measured one other thing.
That'll just make sure it's enough. Okay. Good man. Ooh, that's strong garlic.
Okay, so this one you're gonna cook on high for 4 to 5 hours or on low for 6 to 7 hours. Like I said, we just like to write it on the bag because then I don't have to pull out my recipes again. So low, already forgot, 6 to 7 hours.
Or high. 4 to 5.
Okay, get that one in there, and then pork carnitas, are we good for that, or do we have stuff?
Still frozen.
Okay, so we'll do everything for the pork carnitas, and then we can put that in last. Okay,
Yeah, that works.
so a medium diced onion, a teaspoon of cumin, can you get the cumin right here? A teaspoon of that. Let's see, I think this is the sausage pesto, we need a diced onion, so I can use the rest of this onion in here. So maybe we will do that whole thing, we can just make it a big,
Big, huge thing.
oh, these onions are so strong.
I think we could probably, let's see what fits in there, and then,
And then a 16-ounce jar of salsa. What is this? 16 ounces. Good. A 10-ounce can of Rotel. And then, where am I?
Rotel, tortillas, that's it.
That's it. So as soon as the roast gets defrosted a little bit, then you can just slice it into pieces and put it in the top here. Or not even into big pieces, but just little ones. Okay, so I think we're good. We just gotta run to the store and get some pesto. So for those of you that wanna make the sausage pesto pasta, you do a pound or a package of ground sausage, 10-ounce container of pesto, 28 cans of diced tomatoes,
28-ounce can of diced tomatoes, not 28 cans.
Thank you. Yes, that's important. And then it says a cup of diced onion, a tablespoon of minced garlic, half cup of diced celery, diced carrots, which I don't want celery. Maybe celery. No, I don't want that.
It would probably be good.
And then 2 cups of fresh spinach, mozzarella cheese, and then you put it over top of pasta cooked when it's done. So super simple for that one too. But alright you guys, we'll make sure that we drop the links in the comments below, so if you want to make them then you can. I started at 9 o'clock, it is 10:41, so about an hour and a half to make however many we made, plus we still have leftover ingredients, so I'm sure we're going to put some stuff together in another bag. With some other things, but thanks for watching, and you know, we're no professionals. All you gotta do is get on YouTube and search Crock-Pot freezer meals, and someone's already done the work for you, and it's just totally worth it. So yeah.